What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I just got over here to Mike's shop. The Challenger is on the lift. Mike has been hard at it. Look, it's almost rolling again. This is week number 2 putting it together. Let me let him tell you what all he's got done. I hadn't been over here helping at all. He's been working on the weekends, some at nighttime. He is knocking it out though. He's doing a jam up job on it. It'll be running before you know it. Hang on. Are you having fun yet? So this is the second weekend only, right?
Yeah. I mean, now I come back after, when I close the shop up and maybe tinker with one or two little things.
Couple things here.
But I am wore out. I get here at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. So
right.
6 o'clock at night, I'm kind of done.
I understand. So
basically, this is the second weekend.
It's a mostly weekend ordeal. So he's got that QA1K member. It is completely set now. What spring rate were those on the front?
250.
250s. And did that seem like they're right, or are you going to have to get a little stronger one?
Right now, the ride height seems okay.
Okay.
But, I mean,
Guess won't know until you get it final.
Won't know until we're finally done. Now, we did the QA1, the guy over there did we did the weight calculations based
right.
on what I had originally.
Right.
And we, after discussing, we agreed that we're going to lose about 150 pounds, or so about 100 pounds. So instead of going with a 300-pound spring, go with a 250.
And you don't have the spanner run all the way up either. So,
yeah.
I mean, you can definitely, it's collapsed there, but you can run it up. The QA1, he did go ahead and he welded the K-member to the frame. So if he ever needs to take it off, which you shouldn't have to take it off again. I mean, it's kind of one of those things that shouldn't.
No, the only way it's going to come off again is another guardrail.
Right. Well, hopefully that's not the case. So he's got the lower control arms, all that stuff's QA1. He just this morning. Now are those new limiters, or did the limiter survive?
No, they survived.
Okay, so the original the limiter survived. So he just MIG welded those on. They were already on the chassis. Just had to put it down here on the bottom. So QA1 stuff up top. Man, that looks good. It really is amazing how much room it gives. What about the blower? When will the blower be back?
I think it'll be here Tuesday.
Okay, so I don't know if we told everybody on the last video. Blower okay?
Blower is fine. All it did was knock a chunk in the volute. So they put it on their little whatever they do.
All right.
And they checked the blower, said the blower was fine. They were going to put a new volute on it, and Tom, I think is what his name is, said they were going to put a new bearing on the impeller so it matches the volute. So I don't know what their process is.
Right.
I said, okay, fine. Basically it cost for the volute and the checkout was $1,000, $1,000.
And that's with the bell too, the volute and the bell.
No,
oh, no bell.
No, the bell is extra.
Oh, the bell. So is it going to have a bell on it or no?
It's going to have a bell on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they called me after when you and I talked. I said, yeah, okay, $1,000 to fix the blower. Yeah, that's not a problem. Okay, well, shit, that didn't count the bell. They weren't going to give me nothing on the bell, which...
How much is the bell? $300 or $400?
$400.
$400, yeah.
So,
that's worth some power, though. I mean, it really is.
Fine, hell. So, blower's coming back with a new bell. They took the original blow-off valves, which is what we think was all the problem with it blowing up the blowing up the Prochargers. I bought the rebuild kits, but I sent them back. They did them, so it's done to their spec. So blow-off valves are done.
And we didn't ever talk about that. I'll see if I can find the picture. The springs were collapsed. They were completely. That's what the blow-off valves were. They always were cracked, like just sitting there with no running, and we just didn't think nothing of it. But they said they had never seen that before. We have no idea how it happened. It almost like the springs didn't get heat treated or something, because they were completely coiled.
It looked like you took a torch to them and they just shrunk.
Yes, that was crazy. I mean, I have never. I'll see if I can find the picture of it that you sent me. That was insane. That was wild. Well, at least they're rebuilding them, so that's fine. So the motor stuff's going to be good. So now he's back here in the back. He got the front stuff done last week, and so today he's been working on the back. So looks like he ended up having to cut all this stuff off on the outside edge, which the factory brackets he was just showing me too. In the kit, they only have 3 holes, so you don't have quite as much adjustment. So those have 5 holes. So that's good. So more adjustment. So he's welding all that stuff in now. Everything seemed pretty good when you cut all that stuff apart?
No.
No.
No, most of it's laying on the damn floor. But this side here, where the ladder bar was bent, it jacked this corner up probably a good ½ inch.
Right.
So finally when I made the decision on what to do, I took the Sawzall to it, and when I cut it, it said pop, and the chassis moved about ½ inch.
So it had tweaked up quite a bit. So the bars,
Jacked it up.
so when the bars got bent, so they weren't bent if y'all remember. So he's got all this stuff cut out. So he's in the process of welding that back in now. On the rear end, he's got the wheelie bar mounts already cut off of it. So they're done. But you were saying
I'm gonna finish.
Oh yeah.
I just got them out of the way.
You got them out of the way. All right.
So, but I'm gonna take the plasma cutter and I'm gonna cut all the rest of the brackets off, clean them off.
All right.
Because the new ladder bar kit, the brackets are not the same. The spacing's not the same. So it's just easier. I just spend the extra time, cut them off, clean it up, and then weld them back on.
So you're gonna have to hit the plasma cutter to get it close, and then you'll flat grind it to get it exactly where it wants to be. Of course, the rear end's not centered now. They ain't got no diagonal or anything on it. That's why the anti-roll bar. It looks like the anti-roll bar actually survived. I know you got a new one, but
yeah, no, it's just cockeyed because the only thing holding the rear end up is that.
Right. That's right. So
and I forgot that a little while ago before you got here. I was like, I need to jack this thing up and get it level.
Right.
I picked the front end up, and the rear end dropped. So I had to go get the peg leg.
So this thing's coming along, man. So it is, because you got a new anti-roll bar too, right? Didn't you get a new anti-roll bar?
I
Or
got
not.
one, but I'm not going to.
Okay, so yeah, you know, I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that one.
No,
I mean, it looks like-
that. I checked it. It ain't bent. It's just cockeyed because the rear end's off.
Yeah, I was gonna say rear end slid over to the
None
left.
of the Heims are bent. Everything is free moving.
Right. Which in the diagonal, it broke. Did it break the diagonal or no?
Oh,
yeah, it broke it.
It broke it in half.
That's right. The diagonal did get broke. But so he's working on it, guys. So hopefully, today is Saturday afternoon. So I'm going to the track tomorrow, but he'll probably be up here working on this thing.
Yeah, the second shift is due here shortly.
So now, yeah, he got over here early this morning, and now it's 4:30.
Because I spent so much time trying to get the geometry right, and you can look down this rail and you can see that they're within a 1/16 of an inch.
All right.
So I'll get the front bar completely done tonight and start cutting all this junk off.
All right.
And that's probably where I'll quit and then come back in tomorrow and finish off the bracketry.
And then once you do the brackets on the rear end, then it's just a matter of putting everything together. And like I said, he got that's the old QA1 stuff there. He got some new arms.
Oh, they ain't QA1s. I just had some.
They were just QA1 stick. When they were red, they looked QA1.
I painted them red. When I got this car, they were rusty.
Oh, were they?
I had to wire wheel them all, clean them up, so I painted them red, and then I had some QA1 stickers that shit.
Right. Well, I mean, and the reality is too. I mean, a ladder bar is a ladder bar. I don't even know if QA1 do they do ladder bars. I don't even know if they do any. They might not. They might not. And this one is a little bit different. Like he was saying, the spread on these, because one of these survived. That one on the left side survived, but this one is not the same. If this one would have been the same, he wouldn't have had to cut it off. But the holes don't quite line up. And you know, that's something we were talking about as well on my car. I don't know if y'all remember, but we were talking about how hard it hits the rear end. Look how close that top bar is down to, man, that's going to be even lower. So it's crazy. And you know, ladder bar is one of those things. Ladder bar is very easy, very efficient. It's been around forever, but it works phenomenal. So he's working on this thing. Hopefully he'll get it, man, hopefully you'll get it to the paint shop next week, week and a half, 2 weeks.
I talked to Randy last night. I had asked him a question about this old busted up pan. I'm just going to buy another pan.
Okay.
I couldn't remember where the hell I got it, but I finally remember where I got it from.
Right.
And it's $139.
Oh, that's it. That's
plus shipping.
Yeah.
So, you'd have 4 or 5 hours in trying to fix this damn thing.
Right.
So we'll just bend the quarter panel out, band-aid it, make it look better, put a new panel on it, and I found the guy that actually painted the car for me. I found about a half a pint of the paint.
Oh, okay.
So Randy said he would use something close,
Right.
and then use what I got as a final coat, so it'll blend right.
Nice. Okay. So that hopefully will happen. Well, you're planning on doing all that before you take it out again, or are you going to try to take it out before you paint it? Kind of depends on
It
what.
really depends on what Randy's schedule is.
All right.
I mean,
Okay.
this, I just, one bolt here and 2 bolts over there, throw that over there, get out of the way. I don't care if that's bent.
All
The
right.
front clip will go right back on, sure. I'll find some 100-mile-an-hour green tape,
Right.
and it's ready to go.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. I mean, you're working on this now, so once this gets done, he'll weld all these bars back, figure out, cut those out, get all the supports back where they need to go, and then under here, he's just got to replace the transmission pan.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that with absolute last.
So what?
And I did change the oil filter last night, or Friday night.
Okay. Because you hadn't cranked it up since then yet either, have you? But I mean, everything seemed to be fine.
But I wanted to get, we were waiting on. I was waiting on the customer. I said, "Crap, let me take the oil filter off."
Right.
So I took it was bent.
Right.
Took a little bit to get it off, but I got it off. Didn't hurt the pan, and I cut it open. There's no bearing material in there.